It's September, which means a lot of us are going back to school, going back to university, going back to college, or even going back to work. But when it comes to going back to school, I always liked things simple and easy, and especially when it came to my morning makeup routine. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some easy back to school, back to university, back to college, back to work makeup tips, as well as my morning routine to help you guys look great all day long. Are you guys excited? Let's get started. First up, let's prep the skin. You definitely want to use primer, especially if you're going to be at school. Here's a great tip. Start in the middle and work your way out. You want light coverage, not heavy. I also find that applying with a beauty blender really helps too. And be sure to let it dry for a few minutes before applying foundation. And remember, a little bit goes a long way. Next up, foundation. I like using a mattifying foundation so it dries like powder, and it helps especially if you tend to sweat during the day. Here's a great tip. Warm up your foundation in your hands. This actually makes the application so much smoother, and you'll find that the foundation is easier to work with. And again, using rolling motions to apply evenly all over the face. Now let's get on to concealer. Here I'm using the Trestique 2-in-1 Concealer Crayon in Porcelain. Here's a great tip. Apply it underneath the eyes in a triangular shape, then over any dark spots on the brow bone, down the bridge of the nose, in the T-zone area, around the nostrils, above the cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. This is an amazing multifunctional concealer because when you flip it over, there's a sponge to help smooth everything out. So if you're at school and you didn't bring a sponge or a brush, this will totally save you. I'm just going to go over all the areas I covered with concealer, and when that's all done, I'm just going to lightly use my fingers and press it in to give it that smooth look. And to make sure it stays on all day long, we can't forget about powder to set the foundation and concealer in. Moving right along, let's get to eyebrows. Here I'm using the Define Sculpt & Set Brow Pencil in Americano by Trestique. This may be one of my all-time favorite brow pencils because there is a slight angle to the pencil, so when it's applied to the eyebrow, it makes it just so much easier. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows and flip this little guy over and apply the tinted brow gel. Everything you could possibly need for perfect brows is in this pencil. When it comes to eye makeup for school, eyeshadow crayons are a girl's best friend. These are the color and smudge eyeshadow crayons, and I just love them. First, I'm going to apply Marimoto Pink Pearl all over my eyelids. This gives the appearance of open, bright eyes. Next, I'm going to run Venetian Gold over the upper lash line. It instantly gives your eye that extra pop. And here's a great tip. If you want to create instant depth in your eyes, apply a dark color in the inner and outer corners of the eyes. I love using this technique on my eyes too. And now I'm going to use my finger and smudge it out. This is seriously one of the quickest ways to get a beautiful color onto the eyes. And I just love these mini eyeshadow crayons. They're easy to pack, and if you're at school, they'll be lifesavers. And now it's time for a quick winged eye. When I went to school, I always liked rocking a winged eye, and using an angled eyeliner brush, I'm going to wing it out on both sides. Let's curl those lashes and apply a little mascara. Two of the things I can't live without is my eyelash curler and my mascara. Comment below if you can't live without them either. Now for the fun part, bronzer and blush. Apply bronzer above the cheekbones and not past the outer corners of the eyes. I also find that layering the bronzer on helps give a more natural look. Then I'm going to apply some blush on the apples of the cheeks in sweeping motions. And to finish off this look, I'm going to apply this lip crayon in chili red to the lips. And since it's fall, dark reds and berry colors are my go-tos. If you find that your lips are dry during the fall and winter months, this 2-in-1 lip crayon has a moisturizing balm on the opposite end. Sometimes I just even wear the balm on its own because it's so hydrating and gives the perfect amount of color. Last but not least, if you want that extra staying power, spray on some setting spray so your makeup lasts all day long. And now we're done. Here's the final look. Back to school makeup should be fun and easy, so bring out those fall colors for this season. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this back to school makeup tutorial. I had a really fun time creating this look for you guys, and I hope you guys liked it. And of course, if you guys haven't done this already, be sure to click on that subscribe button because I want to hang out with you guys every single week. And if you like this video and want to see more videos like this, more back to school videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know if you guys like this video and what other videos you guys want to see, because I only want to make videos that you guys want to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in this week. I love you. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode on Chew Tips. Bye! If you guys want to see more of my recent videos, click the links here and watch them now.